Okay, welcome to a very special episode of At G Site.
Massive.
Yeah,
Marathon.
we just did a movie marathon with Drive, Melancholia, and
Tack the Block.
and Crazy Stupid Love. And well, I'm just gonna go just really quick synopsis here. Okay, with Drive, it's about a driver who's a stunt driver in the morning, and then at night he's a guy he's a wheelman for guys for thieves and all that.
Heists.
Yeah, and then he gets up in this whole big plot, and all this mayhem ensues. And then with Melancholia, there's a big planet about to attack the Earth, and there's two sisters dealing with psychotic issues. And then Attack the Block, it's a bunch of ghetto street hoods
In
and they have
the
to fight,
UK.
in the UK fighting aliens.
Crash.
Yeah, fighting aliens. And then Crazy Stupid Love is Steve Carell again in 40-year-old virgin mode, but now he's dealing with marital problems and lots of crazy plot twists. There you go. Whew. So yeah, man, it's been tiring of watching all these movies, but I have to say, at least out of the three, out of the four, we were able to get through three. And just couldn't put up with one. Well, I think we'll start with the crappy one.
Which is Melancholia.
Yeah, Melancholia.
And the Infinite Sadness.
Oh, yeah. Actually, pumpkins.
That was really infinite sadness.
I know. And
Going
the
through the
Infinite
first
movie.
half of that movie, oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
It was like, it was just such a suckfest.
Teeth.
Suckfest, straight on. I mean, nice visuals, but like even the visuals, I was going, what the?
Crawling. It would get to the good parts,
Yeah.
Were there good parts?
Just that there were some
At
decent.
least
there were
plot
some.
point that was gonna move everything forward.
There were some nice visuals, especially when you see the planet. But then aside from that, it's like it was just like Kirsten Dunst dealing with her bipolar disorder. That was it, and like get me through this, And when Joey left, Joey couldn't put it up anymore. Joey left to pick up Chris, and Chase fell asleep, and I decided to fast forward to see Kirsten Dunst's nude shots, and then after that, see
It wasn't
the
enough
end.
to save it.
But anyway,
That's why JB's starring in the next version of Crazy Stupid Love Part 2. Because he just admitted that on YouTube. Just kidding.
anyway, Melancholia, spoilers, the planet explodes.
Yeah, you see that in the beginning of the show. You
Yeah.
see the planet hitting the Earth.
Yeah.
That's in the very beginning of
like
the movie.
like a fly hitting a windshield, basically,
Yeah.
and boom. And there, it's weird because this movie, it won something in Cannes. People were raving about it, and
I'm saying that I've seen Lars von Trier's first movie. It's the same thing over again. And the first movie was awesome. It's also about a wedding.
okay.
Same thing. Except now you got Kirsten Dunst in a wedding, So it's like, it's another bit.
So-
They're done that.
I hear there's some metaphor about the Earth and her, the two sisters. Like one stands for the Earth, one stands for the big Melancholia. The planet is called Melancholia.
And then all these people that were anti-Armageddon are just sucking it now.
Yeah.
They're doing it themselves.
So if you wanna be bored and find a way to fall asleep, watch Melancholia.
There you go. That's cure it in song.
There you go. Anyway, so moving on.
Drive.
Drive.
That's the best one.
Number one.
Number one, absolutely. Out of the 4 films we saw today, Drive is the
For me and Jason,
best.
we love it.
I liked it. It was a great mood piece, I think. The whole neo-noir and the guy.
I like the fact that they never say his name.
Yeah,
The
the
man,
kid.
no
Yeah,
name,
the kid.
Yeah, he's just the driver.
Yeah.
And I saw an interview with Ryan Gosling, who's the driver here, on Conan a couple of months ago. And he said he just really wanted to do a movie with Nicholas Winding Refn.
Yeah,
And
of
this
course.
was the movie that came up. And
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's got Carey Mulligan, who I know from Doctor Who. She was Sally Sparrow in the Weeping Angels episode. And she's good here. I mean, she doesn't overact or anything,
Yeah.
And Albert Brooks,
Yeah.
oh my God, Albert Brooks is awesome. We
Completely.
remember him from high school when we
Yeah.
watched Defending Your Life.
Then you're
A million
like,
times on HBO.
Yeah, he was an angel. He's a nice guy. He's always been a witty comedian,
Yeah.
and here he's a badass.
and don't
He's-
forget, he was the voice in Finding Nemo.
Yeah, he was the voice of Marlin on Finding Nemo,
Yeah, yeah.
and here Ron Perlman is a great character actor, but here Albert Brooks was even a bigger badass than
Did
Ron
you know that
Perlman.
Albert Brooks, I think, is the most connections, like pretty high with
Like Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would be surprised.
Anyway, this
Yeah.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston was
Yeah.
good too.
Bryan Cranston was here, and then who else is here?
It's Bryan Cranston.
He was the guy who was
Shannon.
Shannon.
Ah, yeah.
They had, you know. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what I liked about this movie was that he was really going on that 80s vibe,
Yeah.
and he was like
synth music,
Yeah.
Miami Vice.
Miami,
It's,
very
With
Miami.
the Miami
vibes.
Vice lettering, the pink with the purple outline.
Yeah, a lot of pastel colors here. Even exactly that synth, setting the mood.
Yep.
It was all here, and it was just a great vibe.
It's a plot you've seen before,
Yeah.
but as usual, if executed properly, it's a very enchanting and whatever movie, because of the fact it's just the pacing, it's just beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, good. It was a good vibe. I mean, I wish I don't know, but for some reason, I wanted to like it more.
I really loved it. I didn't have any expectations coming into the movie, so when I first saw it, because this is the second time I've seen it, the first time I saw it, I was completely blown away. I was like, Ryan Gosling just keeps making smart movie decisions.
Yeah.
No.
What's the name of the director again? Refn?
Nicholas Winding Refn.
Yeah, they've been talking
He's
about
Dutch,
him for the
yeah.
Danish. They've been
Danish,
talking
right.
about him for the longest time, and I've been wanting to watch one of his movies, and finally, and you're always worried when you move to America, you sell
Yeah.
out, and your movies start to.
He didn't.
He didn't.
He did not.
He kept it.
He
Yeah.
kept, whatever he wanted, he kept in this movie.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
definitely, for sure.
graphic violence is pretty graphic, but
Yeah.
it's all in the right context.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
right
No,
in
and
this film.
because the movie's very, it moves. It's
Yeah.
the pacing is nice, but it's very, I don't know how do you put it. It's very low key.
It's very Danish.
yeah, it's very Danish. It's very low key.
Like Melancholia, but not quite.
But when the violence comes up, boom, it's up there in your
may
face.
sapak talaga.
And I like that, he doesn't wipe his jacket of the blood, Yeah,
He manages to walk through and they all bloodied up. No one
Yeah,
stops him.
no one stops him.
Walang laba-laba.
Wala talaga.
I love that opening sequence.
Yeah.
That sequence is awesome, I have to say. And Ryan Gosling is
Goes to the Clippers game.
yeah,
That was brilliant.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Why are you watching the Clippers versus the Celtics?
Yeah.
Why is he so
Underrated.
And then when
engrossed?
it falls in the bar,
That's why he's so engrossed in the
Yeah.
Clippers of the Celtics.
Pretty
That'll
awesome.
hook you.
Yeah.